that you have in the chat box, so we will take it up there. Yeah, if you have any questions, please do type it over there. You are enjoying it so far? You can start saving as soon as you are born. Your parents can help you. So what happens is, Vedant, when you're 15 years old, 10 years old, you can look back and see how your investments or your savings have grown over time. That will actually give you more confidence, right? Now, what is happening is a lot of us who either don't know how to save or who get into our career, we don't have time. By the time we realize that we had to save something, we are around 30 years of age, 40 years of age, 45 years of age, right? Even a very small savings like 1,000 rupees or 500 rupees a month goes a long way. Goes a long way in building wealth. Karthike, we are going to talk about house. That's a very tricky question that you asked. Is owning a house an asset or is it a liability? Okay. Hi Rahul, thanks for joining in.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sanjay, maybe we can start and then.
So I'm going to share the screen. Yeah. Yes. So we have 50 participants. Let me share the screen again.
That's good. Dhruv, we'll be discussing about this soon, about your question on owning a house. Okay, so we'll be doing that soon.
Assets and liabilities. Now let us come into that. Okay. Can you see my screen?
No, not yet, Sanjay.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, screen has been seen.
Hold on, somehow I cannot see my screen. Let me share my screen once more. Okay, can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Lovely. So what are assets? Very simple. Assets are something that put money into your pocket or into your bank account. Okay? Very easy. That is what an asset is. Okay?
Request everybody to please mute or Sanjay.
Somebody is drawing on the screen. Please undraw it. Yeah. Okay, this is asset that puts money into your pocket or into your bank account. What are liabilities? Liability is something that remove from your pocket, remove money from your pocket or from your bank account. Now we are going to play a very small game once more. I'm going to ask you a list of things, right?
Sanjay, before that, Vedant's question, please. Are parents assets?
Parents. Let me take a look at you. Your parents are the biggest assets for you, because if they are not there, you can't eat, you don't have a shelter on your head, you don't get your pocket money, you don't get your cycle. Correct, Vedant? So for you, your parents are the biggest assets for a child because they provide for them. Right? So now again we are going to play a game. I am going to ask you a list of few things and you won't type on the chat what is it. Is it an asset or is it a liability? Yeah.
Sanjay, I think let's request people to mute themselves as well as not doodle on the screen.
Yes, can you please do that so that we can
Yeah.
go ahead with
Can
that?
Soumya mute herself, please?
Wait, I can mute Soumya. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Let's start this. Now, my first thing is a car. Is it an asset or is it a liability? And asset,
So
liability.
they should write A for asset and L for liability.
Yes. 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 Did you take a look?
And let's be fast. Let's see who does it fast.
Okay, so Vidya, help me navigate the chat while
Okay, Sanvi says it's an asset, Sanjay, so we can come back to her question soon.
Okay, so it is a liability. Now, a very good question. Why is it a liability? Because it drinks petrol, it has maintenance, and it loses its value as soon as you get it out of the showroom. It becomes an asset when it goes out and gets you money. For example, suddenly one day, say there is you do Uber rides on it, you do Ola rides on it, where you started to earn income from it. At that point, what it becomes an asset. But until then, it's a liability. If a car breaks down, you have to spend money over it. You have to spend petrol. You have to give maintenance. You have to put in oil. So that's to pay for its insurance. That's why it's considered a liability. Any questions on this? Okay, moving on. What is a savings account? A bank savings account. What is a bank savings account?
All right, most of them have given an A. I have somebody with an L here. Maybe it's a mistake.
Yes, a bank account is a because obviously
Prisha thinks it's a liability.
when you get money, it's an asset. Very simple. Again, you have a house that you have put it on rent. Is that a liability or is that an asset?
Think again. It's a house on rent. House on rent. Is it an asset or a liability? Okay, Sanjay, here we have mixed answers of
Right.
assets as well as liability.
So it comes under why? Because it gets you money. It gets you money every month, which you can use for the expenses, and your house appreciates also. Okay, so that's we'll go back to the questions on this. Now, a big flat screen TV, a very big flat screen TV, is that an asset or a liability? Brilliant.
Yeah. Nikita thinks it's an asset.
For children, it definitely is an asset, but for parents, it's because you end up losing money over it. Okay. Let me just. Yes, Money, you raise your hand. You can unmute and talk. A big flat TV is a liability, right? Because you end up spending money over it. You may use it for entertainment, but it's still a liability. What are investments? Investments into share, investments into mutual funds. What are they?
And please stop doodling. Yeah, wonderful. It's an asset. Perfect.
That's nice. And the big one. Yes, yes, yes. All our assets. Perfect. And a big house. A nice big house. Yes, Harsh, tell me. What is a house? A house that you live in. Is it an asset or is it a liability? This is a house that you live in.
Now we have mixed answers. We have assets as well as liability. And I'm sure this is going to be a debatable issue, Sanjay, here.
It's
Yes.
a liability.
Perfect. It is a liability. Why? Because when you're living in,
We are going to pay money for our house rent and all
correct, Harsh, you're going to pay your house
maintenance.
maintenance, you're going to pay your insurance, your roof as a whole, you have to fix it, correct?
Electricity, water.
Electricity, exactly, for water, perfect. So a house is a liability. It is a need, but it is still a liability. So again, this is very important for you all to know as how you spend money, right? If it's something that is going money, you need to think, do I really need such a, or can I afford such a big house? It's not bad to have a big house, but be able to afford it because it is a liability. You have to pay a mortgage, a EMI every month for it. It increases in value, but you are still living in it. You are not going to use that money. Understood? So that is why a big house is a liability. Any
Sanjay, but questions. Like we had said, the car is a liability and the house is a liability, but isn't it also a need?
exactly? So
We
it,
need a car. We need,
Yes.
it has to transport us.
that is very true. But a need can also be a liability. So you have to make sure how are you using that. For example, I want a car. Now what I can do is I can get a small i10 or I can get a good enough car to take me from point A to point B. Do I need an Audi for that? Do I need a BMW for that? Probably not. Correct? It's not wrong to buy these cars, but you should not overextend yourself. Understood? You should always have money in your bank. It is going to be your assets that have to get you these things. Even a house, right? If I get a lakh rupees a month, but most of it is going to go in paying for that house, it's going to be a big liability for me. So you have to see what you are comfortable with spending. You have to understand the concept of money. So am I okay with a small house but I have lots of money, or do I want a big house and no money? Same thing with a car. Now I have just started earning. Maybe I'll just go and buy a motorcycle which I can afford to pay. As my salary increases, I'm able to get a good car. But I have got money for other things. I have got money for my investments. I have got money for my retirement. I have money for my future. So that is what you have to see. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Anybody has any questions? So these are very simple aspects. So we have a lot of 20-year-old, 30-year-old also.
Support basically but ಅದೇನೋ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ with the screen ಅಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ
Please
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ
request you to mute yourself. We can hear everything what you're discussing.
So the whole goal of this understanding financials is from the basic. Why is someone doodling? Good question, Maya. Yeah. Is a newspaper an asset or a liability? See, a newspaper, you don't end up spending too much money. It gives you knowledge which you can use. So knowledge is an asset, right? Buying books is an asset. When you do something with it, you are going to build your knowledge. A house can be an asset because you have owned the house. It is your property. So asset in the sense it becomes an asset only when you sell it. Otherwise, very good question, Shriya. Until you sell it, you're going to live in it, right? You're not going to get the profits from it. You're going to live in it. You're going to spend money for it. As years go by, there is going to be maintenance in it. Only when you're going to sell it, 40 years, 30 years down the line, you get money. It gets converted to an asset. But then it depends what you're going to do with that money also, right? So yes, Shriyam, in a way, it is an asset, but not when you're going to live in it. Or for example, I have a house, so I own it. It's a liability. But I move into something and then I rent it out. Then it suddenly becomes an asset. a newspaper,
Sanjay,
Leena,
can you tell Leena about the newspaper?
so it depends what you're going to do with that newspaper. So why I'm calling it an asset is, it right now I'm spending money for it, but with the knowledge that I get from that newspaper, right? It's going to help me in build my business or whatever I'm going to use it. Same thing goes with books also. So there is a very good saying that people outside libraries comes in Mercedes and all that, whereas people outside hotels and all that are in different kind of cars. Why? Because the amount of knowledge you get, it helps you grow as a person. In the next one, I'll show you a slide about this example, right? What I mean by that. So newspapers, it depends again what kind of newspapers you buy. Okay, if you buy that, if you buy a Filmfare kind of a newspaper, it's just garbage. When you said newspaper, I automatically thought about Wall Street Journal. So it again depends on what. A phone is a liability or an asset. So Maya, good question.
Liability.
Once more, a phone is a, you can call it is a,
Liability.
today, nowadays, it's a need also. But what depends is, how are you going to, what kind of a phone are you going to buy? I can go and buy a phone that costs 10,000 and it just does the same thing that that an iPhone or any other 70,000 phone does, right? You may say that it is this phone is much nicer, but are you actually making money out of it? So it is a liability, but it is a need also in this in day and age, right? You have to communicate for your business and all that. But
Sanjay, Anish has a question. What
Yes,
about costly courses?
what about
Costly courses.
courses?
I think like coaching classes, like if he has to go for MBA or an engineering degree, these are all very expensive, right? So I think he means in that.
Correct. So again, it depends on. So are you breaking your bank to go? It is a liability. Obviously, all these things are in a way liabilities. You may argue that no, it gives us a lot of good education where it will help me reach there. But do all of them reach there? That is the question you have to ask. Right. So there are a lot of people who do not spend so much and also get there. But the most important thing is, say, if I have 1,000 rupees, I can spend 100 rupees on that. But if I have 100 rupees, then I should not go and spend 100 rupees on that. So you have to see the value in it, right? You have to make sure that you're not overreaching by doing these things, by spending more than you can afford. That is the biggest thing. A lot of people, while they earn X amount, their expenses are X plus 10 amount, and they keep rolling it over month on month. अपना पैर जितना लंबा है उतना ही चद्दर फैलाना चाहिए. Again, Karthik, very good question. Schools are liabilities or assets. Anything that improves you, makes you a better person, you can think of it an asset, not only in monetary sense, but in other ways also. Schools are an asset because they make you understand the way of life. They can help you get a job. Not only a job, it improves your thinking. You understand things much better with school. So it's more important as to what you get. Now Maya is on a roll, getting an appointment at a saloon, a liability or an asset. Again, very simple rule. If you're spending money, it's a liability. If you're getting money, it's an asset.
Asset.
Yeah.
Sanjay, but what if it makes you satisfied and happy? Like if Maya's question is going to the saloon and getting a appointment, so that makes her happy because so would you call that an asset or a liability?
It's still a liability because there is no end to what makes people happy, right? So you can. So I'm happy going on a cruise every other 3-4 months. That doesn't mean so me feeling good. So you have to change that. You have to feel good the way you are. At that point, it doesn't matter whether you go to a saloon or. So you need to look presentable, yes, but does it mean you really have to go to a saloon? And every need may not be maybe a liability also, right? Because you're not getting money out of it. For example, clothes you buy, it is a liability, but that doesn't mean you should not spend on a liability. What it means is you can decide on how much you want to spend on a liability. Yes, Amar.
I think Anish has written that, you know, they go to school, but ultimately go for money, but they do not teach how to get money. Anish, I think that's why we have started this, so that we can teach the children
Yes.
out here. Okay.
Maja has a brilliant question. House gives us happiness, but then since we spend on it, it's a liability. Yes, yes, Maja, house does give you happiness, but again, so that's why you should just get so much house that is enough, right? You should not overload yourself. For example, if I'm getting X amount of money, I should not spend X plus 100 on that house.
We have Amar with a question: is every need a liability?
Yeah, that's what I said. Every need can be a liability, but it's our call on how much we want to spend on that liability, right? When we say need, now if I, for example, if I want to buy a phone, as some Maya has asked here, I can go for so I have a phone that I spent around 13,000. It does everything that a very expensive phone does, and it allows me doing my job. It doesn't stop me from doing my job, right? So that way it is good. Going to a hospital is always a liability. You not only are broken, you have to pay for it also. So yes, Nama, understood. Owning a hospital is an asset, but going to a hospital is never an asset. If a school is costly, then is it an asset or a liability? Again, here we are always going to judge between a need and a want. Okay, I can go to a very nice SSC board school. I can go to an international school. So it depends on what is my spending capacity. If I can afford it and if I can able to send that person, then probably okay. End of the day, it is going to be a liability. Asset is what you get. Right? Education is an asset. Now, how you get that is always going to be liability. How much money you spend, like that. The phone, yes, Ved, brilliant. The phone that costs more is just costing more due to its brand reputation, brand name, and our desire to show off. That is very important. You need to understand money and be very comfortable with it. For example, if someone shows me an iPhone or someone comes in a BMW, I should be very comfortable saying that if I want to buy that, I can go and buy it. But I am not doing that, because for me, my money growing is more important than it on these things. But so we are not getting into very technical terms. These are very simple ways of understanding in your day-to-day stuff what can be an asset and what can be a liability. That way. So if from two phones, one has a better feature, will we invest in it or stick to under? So are you going to use that, Maya? Are you going to use that better features to get you more? Is it going to help in your business, or is it just for fun? If it's just for fun, but for what? What are you using for? Are you going to get more money from that? No. What are you using that? So most of the times we are just trying to fool ourselves, saying that I love that feature. Okay, it can take 10 pictures at a time. But what use is it of? That is the whole idea. Now, if I'm going to use it in my business where I'm going to get so much more, then yes. Is office an asset and a liability? So again, there's a line. So when you have an office, it becomes a liability because you're spending over it. You're spending over rent, you're spending over other things. But you need it for your business. Why do we need money? As 80,000 salary is enough for people to survive. Why you need money is you want to survive comfortably also. For example, and again, emergency. So 80 is good enough for maybe to survive. But what happens if you suddenly need more money? Suddenly something happens in the family where the earning member cannot earn anymore. So you always have to have an emergency fund. So we will come to that later. Why you need more money? Why you need money? Maya, just asking questions, you are benefiting others also. So people who don't. Office can be 50-50, Harsh, yes, as you earn it from that also. But on paper, you can call it as a liability. Use it to convert it as an asset. So for example, I work from home. I don't have an asset. I don't have an office, right? I don't pay extra money and everything. I just have to sit here. I log on to my internet and be able to work. If I have an office, can my business grow much more? Yes, but that's a different thing. My office will not count as an asset. Okay. Is a market asset or a liability? What market? Without a share market? Share market, you can call it as an asset as long as you have a good. So we will come to that when we talk about shares. So for everybody over here, these are the basics, but it's extremely important that you understand the basics.
I think Vedant meant essentials.
Essentials. So it's again simple. You're spending money, it's a liability. So liabilities are not bad. Okay, don't think that liabilities are bad. Our goal is to reduce liabilities and increase assets.
And Sanjay, Maya has put this question again. Do we spend money to work in an office or anywhere?
What does that mean? So when you spend money to work in an office means if I'm going to own the office, then yes, I have to spend that money, right? I have to pay the electricity bill over there. You have your rent, you have your electricity, you have everything that comes. If you own that office, you have to pay property tax. If you're an employee in the office, will we spend money? If you're an employee in an office, that will get you money, right? That gets your salary. Right. We were talking about people owning offices. As a business person, if somebody owns an office, in that case, is that a liability or an asset? For an employee, it doesn't matter. The employee has to go wherever the boss asks them to go. It can be at their office, it can be at their any other place. So as far as an employee is concerned, for them it becomes an asset because you have a job. You have a job that you have to go every day and you get a salary. Anish, in our further sessions, we are going to talk a lot about having a job, what is better and all that. So I'll brief you on that. Shoes are assets or liabilities. Vedant, shoes is a liability. You can wear chappals also, right? Again, don't confuse between needs and wants, needs and liabilities. Okay. It's okay to have a liability. It's okay to buy shoes, but it's not okay to buy a Nike shoes for a 10-year-old who's going to outgrow it in the next 6 months. That is just a waste of your money and your parents' money. Make sense?
Yes.
Right.
So Sanjay, I think you have told nicely what's an asset and a liability. You think now the children are not going to pester their parents to buy a Nike shoe or a Reebok t-shirt or a Lamborghini?
I hope so. But what you can do is you can tell them, I wanted a Nike t-shirt. I'm not buying that. What you want to do is you want to invest that money in my name. And we will come to that. We will come to that how you can start becoming rich at this age itself, right? So now again, it's going to end. Before ending, let's talk about something else. How can you manage your money?
Sanjay, I think Harsh had one. What
Yes.
category does the sports equipment come in?
Liability, because it's for your entertainment,
And
for your fitness.
Ved has asked, so for an office-going person, will you consider that as an asset?
Ved, so it's no asset or liability. You are going to office to get a salary, right? That becomes a need. You don't own your office. You don't own your office. You don't pay that. So it's not a liability, but it's not yours. So it's not an asset also. So you cannot distinguish an office that you go for as an asset or a liability. But you need to go to office to make money, very simply put. Now, if I'm going to buy an office, then it becomes a liability for me in a way, because, for example, in this lockdown, you know, a lot of people have suffered. People who owned offices that they had to keep closed for 2 months because nobody could come. The employees could not come. They still have to pay the rent, or they still have to pay the taxes when it did not generate any income. So at end of the day, it is a liability. Now it is up to you how you manage that liability to get more money out of it. But it is a liability. Okay?
Okay, there's somebody having fun doodling.
I know.
We'll give
I
you
can't.
the screen after we finish, and you can doodle as much as you want. But for
Yeah.
now, can you please erase all your doodles? Thank you.
Okay, so now we are going to talk about money, how you manage your money. And this is a very good exercise, not only for children, but even for parents, right? We never do that. We don't know how much we spend. So I want you, all of you all, to do a 1 month exercise, and parents should help you in this. Write the date, write an item what you buy, write the amount, and write, was it essential or non-essential? So because it's lockdown, you're not going buying chocolates, buying clothes, buying sports equipment for you all. But later when the lockdown ends, when you're free, you can do this for your own self. If you go for a movie, that is your expense. If you go out and spend on fancy clothes or fancy restaurant, you can ask your parents, what is my share? So this gives you an exact idea of your spending pattern. In a month, where did I spend my money? How did I spend my money? It helps you plan better. I used to do it when I had started my engineering college in a hostel. I used to get an allowance, and my parents had told me, we want you to write down the budget. So I used to write down rent 700 rupees, eating food outside 300 rupees. So end of the month, I used to tally, okay, now I had got 2000 rupees, how much is balance, how much I spent. It gives me a better idea on how to save money. Now in that, if I saw, oh, I went to a restaurant and spent 500 rupees, I can think I could have saved this money. So this is your exercise for this month. Take the help of your parents. If you're earning member, do it for yourself. Write down a monthly budget. If you ask a lot of people, they will not know what their spending is for a month. This helps you. Any money that is gone out of your pocket, be it through credit card, be it to a debit card, goes into this. Is that good?
Yes.
So again, next week, what? Okay, there are a lot of questions. So this was a very basic start to our financial education, but this is a must. It's like, unless you have a strong foundation, your building is not going to stand, right?
Sanjay, Amar has a question. Could you
Amar,
answer him?
very-
How can we earn
very-
money at
very-
this age?
Very good question, Amar. How old are you, Amar? You can unmute or you can type. You're 13. So, Amar, do your parents, relatives, friends, or not friends, parents, relatives, do they give you money? Money during your for your birthdays, for festivals? If they do that, that is your money. You may not. So that is some money that you can use it to invest somewhere or put it in your bank account. That is one way. And Reed said very good. You can do chores, not from your parents, for your house, you have to work for free, Reed. But for anybody else, for example, you can think of, we will come up with innovative ways. Yes, only on festival. So Amar, that money is your money. If you have to put all this little money into that. Right?
Sanjay, Maya has been asking this question.
Please.
She wants to know if we need to travel for a job, will it be a liability?
It depends, end of the day, how much you end up making from that job, right? So again, you cannot distinguish these things between liability and asset. Having a job becomes a necessity at one point to figure out how much are you sacrificing, not only in terms of traveling to another place, you are missing out on your family time, you're missing out on festivals maybe. So you have to balance that. need to figure out how much money have I made and how much money have I spent. Where is this balance? If end of the day I'm going to be at the same level, then it's probably not worth it.
And I think Anish will be talking about this later, but he wants to know what platform should we use to invest or withdraw share price.
So money control is good, but we will talk on this more, Anish. We will get into further sessions will be more detailed. Okay. We will get into ways on how you can invest. We will talk about compounding, how compounding helps. We will talk about what inflation is. For now, based on this session, I want you to question when you, for example, when you go to a store, when you go to buy something, right? So my son Aditya probably is here or not, I don't know. But I always ask him, what is the price of this? For example, if he takes up a Pringles packet, it costs 90 rupees. Then I tell him, go and look for something cheaper. He can buy a Lay's packet for 20 rupees, right? Yes, Nilesh. He can use that. Yeah, I have got a few children. I think she's here also. Tara, she's a national level badminton champion and I manage her funds. I'm very proud to say that. So any gift money that she gets, we do invest that into mutual funds. So yes, competition money, festival, birthdays, all this money. Anish, I'll tell you which books. So Warren Buffett has got a lot of good books when he talks about how investing can be done. Then I'll ping you separately, or in the next session I'll recommend some money books also. Yeah, we can have a sale so that we earn money by selling. If we don't, yeah, it doesn't work so much in India. Read, US has got this summer sale and all that where it does a lot. Giving money to charity is not an asset nor a liability. It's something that is good that you do, and it's always that when you give money, you get money back. So that is why we should give it to charity. We should give time also to charity. Okay. Got another minute. So this is your homework. Whenever you're buying something, figure out it's an asset or figure out is it a want or a need. That is the most important thing. Then go ahead.
Yes, Harsh. Sanjay, he has said thank you for managing my
Thank
funds,
you.
Harsh.
Yes, Harsh. Thanks for being a good client also. I have a lot of children over here who are my clients. So it's a pleasure. Traveling is a liability, but traveling is something that we love to do, right? You don't make money by traveling unless you make money. It's an asset. The next class will be sometime in next week, Karthikeya, and it will be one step ahead. We will maybe talk about compounding. We will maybe talk about, compounding. We'll talk about inflation,
I
intelligence.
think next class would be mostly Monday, Sanjay.
Monday is what we are looking for. Okay.
So the classes would be Monday and Thursday.
Okay, thank you. So work on your budget for this month. Use your parents' help or yourself. Yeah, thanks a lot everybody for coming. Hope this has helped you. If you attend all these sessions, I am telling you, you have a very good future ahead of you. So thank you guys. Let's say,
And you'll be very rich.
come on. Everybody.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Very welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay and Vikram.